Chapter 52. Scary Little Boy. The martial arts and martial arts practiced by warriors are divided into 4 levels of Tiandi Xin Huang, and each level is divided into 3 levels: high, middle, and low. There are 4 levels and 12 levels in total. Martial arts and martial arts are very important to a warrior, not only affecting the speed and combat effectiveness of the warrior, but even affecting the achievements that the warrior can achieve in the future. Because of this, martial arts and martial arts are very precious, and they are sold at sky-high prices in various auction houses. As for high-level martial arts and martial arts, they cannot be purchased even at sky-high prices. They are all inherited from big families and powerful forces, and their value cannot be measured by money. Generally speaking, a book of the lowest level Huang rank low-level martial arts is enough for a family to gain a foothold in a small third-rate city. Higher martial arts can allow the family to develop in larger cities. Even the royal family of the Blue Cloud Empire possessed nothing more than Xian rank martial arts. Gu Sanzhou felt that the martial arts used by Nie Tian were of a high level, so he showed great interest. If you can get a book of mysterious or even earth-level martial arts from Nie Tian, then you will make a lot of money. How did Gu Sanzhou know that what Nie Tian just used was the Emperor Fist of the God of War and the Jiuji God of War Ju, which is a super heaven-level martial art? Nie Tian looked at Gu Sanzhou coldly and said coldly, "Old dog, you are not worthy of knowing my martial arts." Nie Tian suffered a little injury from Gu Sanzhou's punch, but it was not fatal. The difference between him and Gu Sanzhou is a whole big realm. If not for the star power of the 10th Yuan Mai, he would already be a corpse at this moment. Nie Tian decided in his mind that if Gu Sanzhou tried to force him again, he would use the Star Soul. At this moment, there are 2 Star Souls, Shiwei Tianxia and Ba Huang Longyin, on the original chaotic coffin. If you use one casually, even if you can't kill Gu Sanzhou, you will be able to force the opponent back and buy time for Nie Tian to leave. Little friend, do you know that this old man is a 4th-level alchemist? No matter how stupid you are, you should know what it means to be a 4th-level alchemist. As long as you hand over the martial arts in your hands, this old man will not only spare you but also make an exception. You are a personal disciple, how about it? Gu Sanzhou did not give up and began to seduce Nie Tian carefully, seeing that Nie Tian was young, and showing his identity, he would convince the latter. Being able to be a direct disciple of a 4th-tier alchemist is something that many people dream of. Master Gu, you. Qin Yulong became angry immediately because the Qin family invited Gu Sanzhou here so that he could worship under the latter's section. Fortunately, Gu Sanzhou picked up his disciples by himself. Shut up! Gu Sanzhou gave Qin Yulong a hard look, making the latter swallow the following words. Hey! Originally, I thought Nie Tian would rush to agree, but who knew that Nie Tian actually laughed, and he laughed very contemptuously. Stinky boy, what are you laughing at? Gu Sanzhou's face darkened, and he angrily said. Nie Tian laughed for a long time, finally stopped, and scolded, "Old dog, do you think I am a 3-year-old child? You have a big beard, and you are a 4th-level alchemist. With your alchemy strength, give me I don't even accept you as a named disciple, but you want me to be your disciple, you are so shameless." Nie Tian couldn't help laughing, and he was just telling the truth. In his previous life, he had 9 personal disciples, 3 of whom specialized in alchemy, and the weakest one was an 8th-level alchemist. Now a 4th-tier alchemist wants to accept him as a disciple, and he still puts on a merciful look. Isn't this the rhythm that makes him laugh out loud? Boy, since you don't know what to do, you can't blame the old man. No matter how patient Gu Sanzhou was, Nie Tian's reaction was enough to drive him crazy. Firecloud Hand shouted angrily. Gu Sanzhou grabbed it out with his big hand, and a ball of flame burst out of the air, rushing towards Nie Tian. God of War Lingtian. Nie Tian appeared in Nie Tian's hand with the sword Jiuetian Zhan Can. He slashed out, piercing the flames. Brother Nie Tian. Nie Tian stood still, and Nie Yuro's shout came from his ears. He raised his eyes and saw that Gu Sanzhou had already grasped Nie Yuro in his hand and lifted him in the air. Old dog, let her go. Nye Tian was furious, his eyes were red and his fists were tightly clenched. As long as Gu Sanso dares to hurt half of Nye Yuro's finger, Nye Tian will surely kill him even in the remotest corners of the world. Gu Sanso smiled sinisterly and said, "Little ghost, hand over your martial arts skills, or I will kill your sister." "How dare you?" Nye Tian roared, exuding a killing intent from his body, the huge killing intent almost condensed into substance, pressing on Gu Sanso. Gu Sanso frowned slightly, horrified in his heart. What's going on? The eyes of this stinky boy, I would be afraid. Impossible. I am a third-level martial artist in Vientiane and a fourth-level alchemist. How could I be here? Fear in front of a third-level Yuanling warrior? I must be too nervous. The astonishment in Gu Sancho's eyes flashed away, and he calmed down immediately. His eyes sank, and a sneer sneered at the corner of his mouth. Look at me, dare I? As soon as the words fell, Gu Sanso suddenly grabbed Nye Yuro's neck from behind with force. Nye Yuro's small face was flushed with suffocation as if she was going to die in the next moment. Bastard! Nye Tian almost gritted his teeth. He was too careless. He didn't expect Gu Sanso to be so shameless that he threatened him with Nye Yuro. At this moment, even if he uses Star Soul, he can't guarantee Nye Yuro's safety. What should I do? What should I do? What should I do? Nye Tian's brain was working extremely fast. Wow! At this moment, Nye Yuro suddenly uttered a strange cry, and immediately a small figure jumped up. Little boy! Nye Tian saw that it was the little girl in Nye Yuro's arms. Xiaomi jumped out and bit Gu Sancho's wrist. Ah! Gu Sanso was completely unprepared, let out a miserable howl, and let go of Nye Yuro. Nye Tian stepped forward and hugged Nye Yuro. What? Gu Sanso screamed strangely, and when he looked down, he was shocked. A piece of flesh and blood was missing from his wrist. Pixiu, also known as the iron-eating beast, can swallow refined iron raw. How can a human wrist withstand its bite? Gu Sanso has no defense against it. Little thing, I'll kill you. Gu Sanso roared angrily, raising his hand to attack Xiaobai. But just as his hand was lifted into the air, there was a crack-crack sound, and a layer of ice crystals formed on his arm for a long time, and it was frozen. Ah! The little boy yelled strangely. Taking advantage of this time, he jumped onto Nye Tian's shoulder. Let's go! Nye Tian didn't have time to think about it and took Nye Yuro's little girl with him. When his figure moved, it turned into an afterimage and disappeared in a blink of an eye. Gu Sanso circulated Yuanli, and after a few seconds, the ice crystals on his arm gradually melted, but his entire arm was still numb. What kind of spirit beast is that little bear cub? How could it be so powerful? Gu Sanso didn't recognize Pixiu. He only thought it was an ordinary spirit pet, so he suffered a big loss. Stinky boy, it's best not to let the old man meet you again, otherwise it will be your death. Gu Sanso stretched his arms and said fiercely. Master Gu, are you all right? Qin Yulong walked over with his bleeding body until this time. Idiot! Gu Sanso was so angry that he had nowhere to vent his anger. He glanced at Qin Yulong and slapped Qin Yulong without hesitation. Let's go back to the Imperial City. Gu Sanso jumped into the carriage without even looking at Qin Yulong. Touching half of his swollen face, Qin Yulong climbed into the carriage in embarrassment and became the driver.